Hello and welcome to Kilsyth Basketball Stadium for this round 15 NBL1 game of the week between the Kilsyth Cobras and the Dandenong Rangers. My name is Liam Ellison. I'll be joining you this evening alongside two-time Olympian Mark Worthington. Wortho, what are you expecting from this one?
Well, two teams currently sitting up there getting ready for finals, and one in fifth, one in sixth. A lot to play for. Key players out on both sides, but I'd expect these guys to come out, shoot, play great basketball, and have a fun game this afternoon.
Both teams missing a few players, as you just said. 7 players on the rotation for the Cobras, as for the Rangers, as well as a number of outs for this Kilsyth Rangers team. Desmond O'Willie is away with national team duties at the moment. Owen Orji still coming back from that knee injury. And Chris Patton as well, just resting up before a big finals run for this Cobras team. And fantastic to see Towie Smith-Milner as well back in uniform after that little scare last week with his knee injury. So he's okay as we see both teams get set to go. Sam Froling out there. Back from, of course, the under-19 Australian team in the World Cup over there in Greece. Coach Darren Perry leading the way there as well. Dexter Kernich-Drew, Tim Lang out there for the Rangers as well. Lucas Barker to round out the 5. Going to be a big game this evening. 5th versus 6th on the NBL1 table. Huge finals ramifications for both teams. Smith-Milner and Lang to take the tip. As we just wait for the referees to get us underway here. Your NBL1 game of the week, the Cobras and the Rangers, and Dandenong comes up with the tip. Lucas Barker now. Over to Lang. McDonald defending him. Kernich-Drew for 3. No good on the opening attempt. McDonald. Von Hoff. Here's Michael Wern. Von Hoff for 3. No good. A couple of misses here for both teams to start this one.
Well, the interesting matchup for me is Sam Froling versus Felix Von Hoff, and Sam, who is going to be more of an inside player, versus Felix and a perimeter shooter. And Sam, someone who I was working out with just yesterday, is a talented young man, and he's a very, very bright future ahead of himself. And look for him to get on the left block a lot actually, and go to work from there as Towie makes his first shot.
And that'll feel good as well. Back in the lineup today.
I only played a minute and a half the last game, and this Kilsyth team, they were blown out by Frankston last week by 30 points. And when you have a game like that, you want to come back and respond as well as possible. And they need players like Towie Smith-Milner to really dictate the pace with his play.
And here he is pushing the pace ahead to Von Hoff. Wern. Picks up his dribble back to Von Hoff. Working on Tim Lang. Puts the mid-range J up, and it drops in for Von Hoff. His first points, and the Kilsyth Cobras out to a quick 4-0 start.
Well, that's rare because Felix doesn't like to go in the paint at all. If you look at the bottom of his shoes, they're paintless. And for him to be able to get a nice little jumper so early in the game will be good for his confidence, as Dexter Kernich-Drew knocks down a long bomb to get Dandenong going.
First bucket of the game for the Rangers. McDonald now puts up the floater. Banks it home. Sean McDonald. Nice start for the youngster. Another member of that EMU's team that went over to Greece for the Under-19 World Cup, and he was one of the stars as well. Had a great game against Mali, as we see Bian Dolo draws the foul.
Someone we can expect in Melbourne United colours this coming season as well.
McDonald?
Yes.
Wow, okay. DP spot, perhaps?
Believe so.
Well deserved as well. Been fantastic this season for the Cobras.
It shows you how talented that team is. Sam obviously playing with Illawarra this season, McDonald going to Melbourne United, and Tamari Wigness expected to sign with the Brisbane Bullets as well. So a lot of good talent there with a lot of great basketball years ahead of them.
Here's Turner. Tries to split the double. Falls back out to Smith-Milner. Turner again. Pushing his way in. Misses the lay-in. So Kernich drew down the other way for Dandenong. Pulls up for his second three-pointer. No good. Froling tries to keep it in, but he's run out of real estate. Kilsyth ball.
You know what? I don't mind the aggressive nature of Dexter to come out in this game and start shooting. He's a confidence guy, and he made the last one. He's a streaky shooter, and I saw a lot of him up with the Cairns Taipans last season commentating up in Cairns, and he's one guy that injuries sort of hurt him a little bit and opportunity hurt him a little bit, but you couldn't complain with the minutes on the court and his production value on the court when he was on.
Biondolo pulls down the rebound. Lucas Barker now. Splits the double. Nice pass down low to Tim Lang. Barker with the lovely dime.
Big Bangalang's been doing it for years now, just hanging around the basket, picking up easy points, and every team needs a person like Tim, and he's a fantastic locker room guy, great teammate. Really enjoyed my time when I was with him at the Melbourne Tigers, and he just continues to play basketball, just continues to do all the hard work, and I'm happy for his success.
And here he is again, drawing the foul.
I mean, that wasn't too graceful. He fell like an octopus setting up a deck chair. But overall, Bangalang just doing all the hard work early, and nice little play by Tim Lang.
So a couple of opportunities at the charity stripe now for Lang. Chance to extend their lead, the Rangers.
We're going to take this little moment to give a shout out to Reece Carter, my ex-teammate, who is finishing up his career tomorrow. 20 years of playing basketball, won a couple championships in the NBL, has done it all, coming from the RAS to now finishing with the Sabres tomorrow. And congratulations on a great career, mate, and one of the real good guys of the competition. And he'll be on the sideline helping Melbourne United like he has the last couple of years, and just one of those guys that you want around the club. So congrats, Reece.
As Kernich Drew tries to get it to go, Tim Lang follows it up and in. Lang up to 5 points now in the ball game. Quick start for him. Sean McDonald. Oh, over to Smith-Milner for three in the corner. Froling just pulls it down, though, for the Rangers. Froling driving left. No good on the lay-in. Von Hoff corrals the rebound. Barker comes up with a steal, just picks McDonald. Hands it off to Lang, who's no good. Barker on the follow, though. The offensive rebound.
And great little play by Lucas Barker. Nice pick at half court against McDonald. Made the nice and correct decision on the dish, and then followed it up with an offensive rebound.
Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Smith-Milner back to Turner. Gets around Lang. McDonald to fire. That one goes for Sean McDonald. The Cobras pull within one. And McDonald is up to 5 points now. Early days in this one.
Good recognition by Turner. Knew he had Tim Lang on him, who had his nails pinned to the floor, and went straight past him and made a nice pass.
Barker comes around the Lang screen, pulls up from the elbow. The mid-range J no good. So McDonald now. Smith-Milner wide open at the top. He'll let it fly, pulls the trigger, and the three-pointer drops for Kilsyth. Both teams trading the lead here early on. Froling. Over to Kernich Drew. Back to Froling. Bullying his way in for two. Sam Froling. his first bucket of the evening.
Nice patience by Sam. The contact was there. Kept his composure and stepped through. Nice little layup.
Turner over to McDonald. 14 apiece here in the first period. Michael Wern out to Turner for three. Another three ball for the Cobras. And we are trading baskets here early on as we see Ben Ursich and Peter Hawley getting set to check in for the Cobras. Into Froling. Puts up the baby hook and it goes.
And that's the hook shot that I was calling for. Left-hand block. One dribble, crab dribble to the middle, and just knew how to get to his spot nice and early.
Out to Von Hoff. Gets around Kernich Drew. Pulls up from the baseline. No good. So Barker pulls it down for Dandenong now. Just assessing his options. Ahead to Lang. Wide open, but he missed the lay-in. So McDonald now the other way. Turner mishandles. Comedy of errors at the moment here at Kilsyth. Barker will just slow things up and settle down his teammates. Biandolo, here's Froling, he's doubled. Von Hoff gets a hand on it, stepping through, turned it over though to Wern. So now Turner again, what can he do here? Blocked by Lang, but he's been fouled by the Rangers, so Turner to the line for two.
Kilsyth have been doubling every post entry so far, and wasn't a whole lot of contact there for mine. Dexter a little unlucky, but Turner forcing the play and gets himself to the foul line for two easy free throws.
And we've got a timeout on the floor now. It's been a quick start, 17-16 here. Both teams trading the lead early. Could be in store for a high-intensity game this evening. 5th versus 6th on the NBL1 table. Toby Smith-Milner off to a quick start as well. 7 points and 3 rebounds already for him. Tim Lang leading the way for the Rangers with 5. And the Cobras shooting 58% from the field, and the Rangers 40% as we see Coach Justin Schuller talk it over with his troops. Involved in that Melbourne United program, and obviously that connection with Sean McDonald maybe has something to do with it.
Aren't they called Kilsyth United?
Yeah. And there's obviously a lot of representatives over there, past and present, from Melbourne United. Isaac Turner at the line. Chance to extend Kilsyth's lead. As he gets the first one to drop.
Josh Oswald and Declan Sukup check into the game for Dandenong.
So 2 of 2 for Turner there. Up to 5 in the ball game now. Kernich Drew again for 3. The same spot as the first one. Same result for Dexter Kernich Drew.
Well, if you're Kilsyth and you're going to sit in the zone, you've got to know the one person on the team that can nail the 3 is Dexter. And he got rid of the ball, got it straight back, and went straight to him as Felix hits the first 3 of the game for himself. And 5 points for Felix to start the game. He's been struggling with his shooting, and we'll like seeing them drop down early.
So Sukop, Barker, Dexter Kernich Drew for another 3-pointer. And it goes. Hot start for Dexter Kernich Drew. Kilsyth now a chance to answer. We're tied at 22 apiece here. And Turner will fire. That's a deep 3. No good. Josh Oswald comes up with the rebound. Lucas Barker. A minute to go. Froling from the top. Just a little short on that 3-point attempt. Peter Hawley checking in moments ago as well. McDonald is called for the charging foul. Dexter Kernich Drew gets the charge.
Well, that was a horrendous call. We were standing right behind it, and I think Dexter was still moving to the right, Probably got away with one there, but
as Von Hoff checks out for the Cobras. So Dandenong ball, 51 seconds remaining here in this first period. Kernich Drew has 9 points already. Lucas Barker, Froling coming with the screen. Over to Sukup, who drives baseline back to Froling. He thought about it. Trying to get around Smith Milner. Puts up the little mid-range J and it drops.
And a nice move by Sam. Short on the last three-point attempt. Sold the little up fake, got it to his spot in the middle of the floor and elevated over the top of Smith Milner.
Peter Hooley now. Out to McDonald. Good vision. Now we'll get a clean look at it for Sean McDonald. Another three ball for the Cobras. Their fifth three-pointer of the period as Barker chucks up the three to end the first period. So 25-24. The Cobras are 5 of 8 from beyond the three-point arc. The Rangers, meanwhile, 3 of 7. Been an up-and-down first quarter. What were your highlights, were though?
Well, it's been an entertaining first quarter, and the Kilsyth men must have watched a bit of the Kilsyth women's game because they came out firing from the three-point land. But for Dandenong, Dexter Kernich-Drew getting 3 threes in early in the game. Sam Froling getting to his spots in the middle of the floor. Tim Lang having his moments in the first couple of minutes. It's just been an entertaining game so far, and not surprisingly, only a 1 point margin to Kilsyth at the moment. And if I'm Coach Perry for Dandenong, I'm probably just trying to shore up my defense down here and looking at ways of maybe driving the three-point shooters off the three-point line and driving them into the traffic.
As we see Coach Darren Perry on screen talking to his troops. Not a lot separating both teams at the moment. It's been a shootout from long range. Kernich Drew with 9 leads the way. Sean McDonald with 8 points for Kilsyth, and Toey Smith-Milner as well with 7. The Cobras, though, with 4 turnovers in the first period, and all of which it felt like came in one little stretch. Oswald, Barker, Sukup, Lang and Biandolo, the 5 to start this second period for Dandenong. Meanwhile, Michael Wern, Turner, Hooley, Smith-Milner and Ben Ursich for the home side.
And congratulations to Peter Hooley as well, who got engaged the other week. Shout out to Pete. Congratulations, mate, and good luck with that.
Fantastic to hear for Peter Hooley. And here he is, out to Wern. That's a deep three-pointer. Michael Wern with the 3 ball. Their 6th of the game. Kilsyth is locked in from long range at the moment. And Barker now at the top. She's firing away. Is Josh Oswald. Lang comes up with the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
Well, Tim Lang looked like a man amongst boys down there, and Oswald with a ill-advised 3 in my opinion. But Tim Lang, you don't get any shorter, and a big Bangalang, he's a big man.
Not a lot Michael Wern could do there in that rebounding contest, as Lang gets the first one to go. Nice start for him in this ball game, up to 7 now. So Turner, with his team leading by 2. He turns it over to Oswald. Smith-Milner with the ill-advised pass. Sukup just steering his troops. Here's Barker. Biandolo. Not a lot happening at the moment for the Rangers. Now we go into Tim Lang. Back out to Barker. 5 on the shot clock. Barker will have to fire. And it drops. Lucas Barker with a hand in his face.
Nice inside-out action from Dandenong. They know they're getting trapped Tim Lang probably missed Oswald on the hoop, on the basket, but got the ball opposite and a nice find.
And just rattles home on the baseline, Jay, for Towie Smith-Milner. Gives the Cobras the lead back here early in the second period. Here's Barker, hit a tough three-pointer on the last possession. Inside to Lang. Got Turner on him and takes advantage. Tim Lang off to a great start.
Just nice seal, workhorse sort of stuff by Tim Lang at the moment.
Turner out to Wern, over to Hawley. Gets around Biandolo. Blocked though by Oswald, and Towie Smith-Milner cleans it up for two. Nice defense from Oswald, but was caught out of position on the second go from Smith-Milner. And Biandolo now for Dandenong. Over to Barker. Throws up the floater, no good. But on the second attempt, it's Josh Oswald.
And Oswald made some nice little plays since coming on the steal. Getting on the offensive boards just there. Just doing the little things at the moment.
Ben Ersic down to Turner in the corner. And they've finally cooled down from long range, the Cobras. With a miss there, here's Barker. Josh Oswald once again inside to Tim Lang. Has to throw it back out to Oswald. He's working on Wern. Smith-Milner comes with a double, but the floater drops for Tim Lang into double digits. 11 now for Lang. Hawley working his way inside, and the lay-in no good, but he'll go to the line for two. Nice work for Hawley.
And we've seen Dandenong sitting in their zone, and penetration has been working for Kilsyth at the moment. And Peter Hawley, who's been the chief destroyer at the moment of getting into the teeth of the defense and kicking it out for three, this time takes it himself and gets himself to the line.
Has 3 assists to his name, Peter Hawley. Chance for his first points right here. As Isaac Turner takes a break, Felix von Hoff coming back in. And he splits a pair at the free-throw line. Barker ahead to Biandolo. Going straight at Smith-Milner. It's going to be a charging foul. Smith-Milner just set his feet and took the contact.
You got to wonder what was he thinking? Where was he going?
Yeah.
It's a 3-on-1, and you attack the guy straight down the middle of the chest, and
tries to just jump straight over the top of Smith-Milner and did not work. So Von Hoff to inbound now for Kilsyth. Sets the screen for Hawley. Hawley gets around Sukup. It's going to be a foul call on the Rangers. Will be on Declan Sukup. Their third team foul here, so still 6 minutes 47 remaining in the second period. Now Hawley, Smith-Milner not expecting it. 9 on the shot clock. Smith-Milner into Ersic. Out to Von Hoff for 3. No good. Fruitless trip there for the Cobras. Dandenong with a chance to respond. Dexter Kernage-True, no good. We saw him hit 3 3-pointers from that exact spot in the first period. No good on that occasion. And Wern. Now Ersic. Smith-Milner from the elbow. The mid-range, Jay, no good. So a couple of stagnant offensive possessions for the Cobras now.
Well, for both teams, really. It's sort of slowed down a little bit, and execution in the half court now and getting a great shot for your main players is probably number uno, as Dexter gets a good look at the elbow and knocks it down, and he's come out super aggressive tonight. And this is a guy that doesn't currently have an NBL contract and trying to make a name for himself to hopefully pick up a spot with the team for next season.
As the Cobras get it to drop. They bring it back within 1 point here. Remains a back and forth ball game at the moment. Halfway through this second period. Tries to give it to Lang. Ursic retrieves it, so a turnover there for Dandenong. Michael Wern pushing the pace. Hooley fires it out to Von Hoff, who gets around. Oh, nice pass inside to Wern. Von Hoff with the dime. And we've got a timeout on the floor. The Cobras taking the lead with that last bucket, 38-37.
And it's been the penetration. I said at quarter time that DP would want to run them off the three-point line, but I think there's a difference between running them off the three-point line and just letting them get into the middle of you. There's got to be some sort of resistance there, and at the moment, the perimeter defense of Dandenong has been poor, as an understatement, but full credit to Kilsyth and what they've been able to do, move the ball around, penetrate, kick it to the shooters, and that last, I didn't think Felix was going to go up in the paint for a second time in the first half, so I was glad that he passed it off, and a nice little pass for a layup underneath the basket.
Von Hoff coming up with another bucket inside the paint, much to Mark Worthington's surprise here.
He still doesn't have the haircut that he needs to pay off as a bet.
Tell us a bit about this bet, Wortho.
Well, Felix and I have a podcast with the great man Homicide called Trash Talk, and about mid-season, or about 20 games into the season, he said that no one was going to beat the Golden State Warriors. And so I had the entire field versus the Golden State Warriors, and the loser had to put in Homicide's former haircut of the cobweb on the side of the head for the loser. And how long ago did the Raptors win?
Oh, a month ago or so. So, yeah.
And he still hasn't paid up. And now that there's no likes on Instagram, and his life as an Instagram model is down the tube, he needs to pay up on that bet and put a cobweb in the side of his head.
And he got stiff as well with those injuries.
Mate, if you're going to make a bet 20 games into a season and lose it, that's not stiff. That's just stupid.
It's a fair call. Oh. Smith Milner. Bit of a scary moment. He looks all right. So Peter Hooley to inbound for Kilsyth. Smith Milner gets around Froling, fouled. So Smith Milner now to the charity stripe. Justin Schuller just taking a moment to talk to his guards.
That's the perimeter defense I was talking about once again. Sam just opening up the gate and letting Toei go straight past him and getting himself to the line.
Up to 11 in the ball game. The leading scorer for Kilsyth. Misses on that attempt. And 0-2 on that trip for Smith Milner. So Lucas Barker now ahead to Kernich Drew. Inside to Oswald, the floater drops for Dandenong.
Oswald's been good since coming on. He's made a few nice plays. He's got 5 rebounds as well.
Michael Wern. Oh, nice pass inside to Smith Milner for the slam. Nice play from the Cobras. Wern just finding the wide open Smith Milner there. So Barker over to Sam Froling, who goes all the way left. Strong drive, but can't finish on the lay-in. He's drawn the foul, though, by looks in the process, as we see that Michael Wern assist again.
Well, the show by Sam and no help on the backside. And when you show on an on-ball, you need to go into rotation. And there was no rotation from the Dandenong players. And that's why you don't see in the NBL and the NBA as much as the hard show on the on-balls anymore. You'd rather trap it because you'd rather get something out of trapping the on-ball instead of trying to scramble in rotation behind.
Oh, nice pass inside to Oswald. Lucas Barker with the dish. Perfectly placed dime.
Really nice. And a good open up by Oswald as well.
Von Hoff hands it off to Wern. Just working on Oswald all the way inside. Nice finish. Michael Wern up to 7 points in the ball game. And yet another lead change here. The Cobras now the leaders in this one. Barker over to Sukup. Froling thought about the three. Got Von Hoff on him. Finds his way in. Another little floater for Sam Froling.
And that's his spot. That's where he likes to get to. He's really good when he gets that little crab dribble. And Sam's done a lot of work with Chris Anstey leading up to the NBL season. And the big fella sitting a couple of seats down from me, he loves his work right now. And I'm talking about his own work, not Sam's.
Sean McDonald for three. Comes up short. So the Cobras have come down to earth somewhat after starting the game red hot from the three-point arc. Still 7 of 13, though, from long range as Sam Froling drives left. Gets around Von Hoff for the reverse lay-in, but can't finish. So McDonald now. Turner for three. Isaac Turner with another three ball for Kilsyth. And just like that, they're back on the board from long range. Froling inside to Oswald. Got the smaller Turner on him, but can't convert. It's fallen into the arms of Wern. Trying to push his way in. And good defense in the end there from Declan Sukup. Will now assess his options for Dandenong. Backs it out to Kernich Drew. 13 on the shot clock. Peter Hawley doing his best to defend him. Oh, Kernich Drew gets right around. She's rising up and in.
What a play by Dexter. Said to Peter Hawley, will you have this dance with me? Stood him up and I think he went to go dunk it and got met. Great control.
Look at the leap on that.
Reminds me of nothing that I did in my career.
Timeout on the floor here. It's 45 apiece. There's been neck and neck throughout, basket for basket. Really, both teams shooting efficiently from the floor as well. The Cobras going at 59%, and the Rangers meanwhile at a 50% clip. As we see Peter Hawley getting some work done. Looks like that would be a little bit painful.
Yeah, got a bit of a stiff neck or something to do with his traps. And doesn't look like much fun.
No.
Looks like he's getting his head cranked.
The Cobras are in the bonus here with a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Everyone staying out of foul trouble, though, for both teams. Kilsyth ball to start us off here as the first half comes to a close. Sean McDonald running the point for Kilsyth. Hands it off to Ursic. Wern. Good movement from the Cobras. Over to Michael Wern. Gets around Oswald. Back out to Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Shakes Kernich Drew. Driving hard is Isaac Turner. Strong finish.
Really nice step through and finish at the rim.
Sam Froling driving baseline. What a finish.
Nice quick move by Sam. Spin on the catch. Doesn't allow the defense to come for the double.
McDonald out to Von Hoff for three. No good. So here we are, 47 apiece with 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Lucas Barker now for Dandenong. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Sukup. Froling trying to post up on Ursic. He does get it. The double comes. Now Sukup gets around Von Hoff from the mid-range, and it drops with 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nice pull-up J from Declan Sukup. So now the Cobras have 13 seconds to work with. Michael Wern. Back out to McDonald. 6 on the game clock. Sean McDonald has to go now. Out to Ben Ursic for three. Just doesn't drop for the Cobras. So at the end of the first half, the Dandenong Rangers lead this one 49-47. It's been an exciting game of basketball. Nothing between these teams really at the moment. What's been some of the highlights for you, Wertho?
I think the aggressive play of Dexter Kearney-Drew and his shooting and that nice little play that he made with the crossover and getting to the rim. And Kilsyth came out on fire and still shooting 50% from three-point land at the moment. But overall, it's been a really even game and really will come down to defense in the second half and who wants to knuckle down, make some stops down the defensive end.
The leaders in this one, Towie Smith-Milner with 13 points, and meanwhile for Dandenong, Dexter Kearney-Drew, who hit 3 3-pointers in the first period. He has 13 as well. Tim Lang and Sam Froling also in double digits. Well, we'll be back in about 5 minutes for the second half of this one. A cracking game between the Rangers and the Kilsyth Cobras. We'll see you soon. He was one of the stars as well. Had a great game against Marley. As we see, Dolo draws the foul. He was one of the stars as well. Had a great game against Marley. As we see, Dolo draws the foul. So Kearney-Drew now the other way for Dandenong. Pulls up for his second three-pointer, no good. Froling tries to keep it in, but he's run out of real estate.
Was with him at the Melbourne Tigers, and he just continues to play basketball, just continues to do all the hard work, and I'm happy for his success.
And here he is again, drawing the foul.
With him at the Melbourne Tigers, and he just continues to play basketball, just continues to do all the hard work, and I'm happy for his success.
And here he is again, drawing the foul.
Finishing with the Sabres tomorrow, and congratulations on a great career, mate, and one of the real good guys of the competition, and he'll be on the sideline finishing with the Sabres tomorrow, and congratulations on a great career, mate, and one of the real good guys of the competition, and he'll be on the sideline for a couple of years, and just one of those guys that you want around the club. So congrats, Reece.
As Kearney-Drew tries to get it to go, Tim Lang follows it up and in.
Last couple of years, and just one of those guys that you want around the club. So congrats, Reece.
As Kearney-Drew tries to get it to go, Tim Lang follows it up and in. Smith-Milner back to Turner. Gets around Lang. McDonald to fire. That one goes for Sean McDonald. Smith-Milner back to Turner. Gets around Lang. McDonald to fire. That one goes for Sean McDonald. The mid-range J no good. So McDonald now. Smith-Milner wide open at the top. He'll let it fly, pulls the trigger. The mid-range J no good. So McDonald now. Smith-Milner wide open at the top. He'll let it fly, pulls the trigger. 14 apiece here in the first period. Michael Wern out to Turner for three. Another three ball for the Cobras. And we are 14 apiece here in the first period. Michael Wern out to Turner for three. Another three ball for the Cobras. And we are. Von Hoff gets a hand on it, stepping through. Turned it over though to Wern. So now Turner again. What can he do here? Blocked by Lang, but he's been fouled. Von Hoff gets a hand on it, stepping through. Turned it over though to Wern. So now Turner again. What can he do here? Blocked by Lang, but he's been fouled.
Sit in the zone. You got to know the one person on the team that can nail the three is Dexter, and he got rid of the ball, got it straight back, and went straight to him. As Felix in the zone, you got to know the one person on the team that can nail the three is Dexter, and he got rid of the ball, got it straight back, and went straight to him. As Felix.
So Sukop, Barker, Dexter Kearney-Drew for another three-pointer, and it goes. Hot start for Dexter Kearney-Drew. So Sukop, Barker, Dexter Kearney-Drew for another three-pointer, and it goes. Hot start for Dexter Kearney-Drew. Just a little short on that three-point attempt. Peter Hooley checking in moments ago as well. McDonald. He's called for the charging foul. Dexter a little short on that three-point attempt. Peter Hooley checking in moments ago as well. McDonald. He's called for the charging foul. To Hooley now. Out to McDonald. Good vision. Now we'll get a clean look at it for Sean McDonald. Another 3-ball for the Cobras. Peter Hooley now. Out to McDonald. Good vision. Now we'll get a clean look at it for Sean McDonald. Another 3-ball for the Cobras. But fantastic to hear for Peter Hooley. And here he is, out to Worm. That's a deep three-pointer. Michael Worm. And Barker now at the top. She's firing away. Is Josh Oswald. Lang comes up with the offensive rebound. And Barker now at the top. She's firing away. Is Josh Oswald. Lang comes up with the offensive rebound. Not a lot happening at the moment for the Rangers. Now we go into Tim Lang. Back out to Barker. 5 on the shot clock. Barker will have to fire. And it drops. Lucas Barker with a hand. Turner out to Wern. Over to Hooley. Gets around B and Dolo. Blocked though by Oswald and Towie Smith. Milner cleans it up for 2. Turner out to Wern. Over to Hooley. Gets around B and Dolo. Blocked though by Oswald and Towie Smith. Milner cleans it up for 2. And B and Dolo now for Dandenong. Over to Barker. Throws up the floater, no good. But on the second attempt, it's Josh Oswald. And B and Dolo now for Dandenong. Over to Barker. Throws up the floater, no good. But on the second attempt, it's Josh Oswald. 11 now for Lang. Hooley working his way inside, and the lay-in no good. But he'll go to the line for 11 now for Lang. Hooley working his way inside, and the lay-in no good. But he'll go to the line for... And he splits a pair at the free-throw line. Barker ahead to B and Dolo. Going straight at Smith Milner. It's going to be a charging foul. And he splits a pair at the free-throw line. Barker ahead to B and Dolo. Going straight at Smith Milner. It's going to be a charging foul. So a turnover there for Dandenong. Michael Wern pushing the pace. Hooley fires it out to Von Hoff, who gets around. Oh, nice pass inside to Wern.
Going to make a bet 20 games into a season and lose it. That's not stiff. That's just stupid.
It's a fair call. Oh. Smith Milner.
He's got 5 rebounds as well.
Michael Wern. Oh, nice pass inside to Smith Milner for the slam. Nice play.
He's got 5 rebounds as well.
Michael Wern. Oh, nice pass inside to Smith Milner for the slam. Nice around. Von Hoff for the reverse lay-in, but can't finish. So McDonald now. Turner for 3. Isaac Turner with another 3-ball for Kilsyth. Well, welcome back to Kilsyth Basketball Stadium for the second half of this matchup between the Cobras and the Rangers. It's been an exciting first half of action, 49-47 the scoreline currently reads. What are you expecting the message was at the halftime sheds for both sides, were they?
Just defense, I'd say. I think both teams have got to their spots offensively. It's more on the defensive end that they want to get going and slow down. Obviously, for Kilsyth, Smith Milner has been an issue, but the penetration from McDonald and from Peter Hooley have caused them issues. Down the other end, you've got to know that Dexter Kernich-Drew has been the guy that's led the charge. And then you've got to handle Tim Lang and Sam Froling, especially on the O boards as well. Make sure that they don't get any cheapies, but not allow them to get deep seals and easy catches in the paint. So both teams with their work cut out in the second half. I'd expect there'd be a few changes in the defensive rules that we've seen in the first half, and it's going to be DP versus Schuler really in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Well, we're just about set for action here. The Cobras were red hot from beyond the arc in the first half. They shot 8 of 16 from long range. Meanwhile, the Rangers shot 36% as well from 3, so both teams getting the ball to drop. 56% from the field for the Cobras and 53% for Dandenong. as Lucas Barker starts off proceedings here in the second half. Over to Lang, who was active as well in the first half of play. Kernich Drew. Here's Sam Froling, thought about the three. Gets his way in with the little baby hook, no good. Just a tad strong. So Isaac Turner now for Kilsyth. Smith-Milner. Oh, what a spin move. Blocked, though, by Kernich Drew. Big time denial by the Rangers. Lucas Barker now. Inside to Froling. Got Von Hoff on him. Just poked out, so it'll stay with the Rangers.
Well, we've seen the athletic ability of Dexter Kernich Drew in the first half, and now to start off the second. Stays with him with the spin move and lets him know about it too.
Out to Barker now. Fresh 14 for Dandenong. Biandolo. Kernich Drew for three. In the corner. Three-pointer number 4 for Dexter Kernich Drew. What a start to this second half for him.
And really poor communication by Kilsyth. He was the baseline runner, and Smith-Milner had to know that he was the guy. A nice little backdoor cut and finished by Smith-Milner. But you got to know where Dexter is at all times on the court at the moment, especially in the mindset that he's in.
Lucas Barker now. Tim Lang, there's 10 left on the shot clock. Tries to get around Smith-Milner. Good defense from Smith-Milner, but Froling follows it up. Another O-board. This time he gets it to go. Good work from Sam Froling.
And that's the offensive rebound stuff that I'm talking about. And hanging around the rim and getting easy baskets. And Barker forced the issue trying to draw a foul, and Smith-Milner allowed Froling to be the weak side rebounder.
Smith-Milner now getting around Tim Lang. The lay-in attempt no good. Froling now pushing the pace the other way for Dandenong. Just assessing his options. Back out to Biandolo. Now inside to Froling. Wern comes with a double. Passes it out to Tim Lang. Barker gets around Isaac Turner. And just a little wayward. Trying to get it out to Froling. So turnover.
If I'm Dandenong and I know that they're going to trap me every time I get the ball in the post, you've got to get someone with their head underneath the rim. Because at the moment, that's the most likely pass that they can get. And they're just all standing around waiting for something to happen. They need a little bit of movement off the ball.
Here's Von Hoff. Smith-Milner posting up on Barker. Now Biandolo comes with the double. The mid-range J, no good. Nice help defense there for the Rangers. Barker over to Lang. He's trying to find Sam Froling, and he has turned it over. Just a bit of confusion there between the two Rangers bigs. Nice start to this second half for Dandenong. Out to a 5-point lead, which in the context of this ball game is quite a large one, as Sean McDonald now. Over to Smith-Milner. Wern in the corner for three. Another three-pointer for the Cobras. Their first of the third period and their 9th of the game.
9 of 17 at 53%, and they're down 2 at the moment.
As Kernich Drew a chance to respond, no good. So back to a 2-point ball game now. McDonald, geez, pushing his way in. Michael Wern for three. Nearly went back-to-back, but it's fallen out to Von Hoff. Now Turner. There it is. So Isaac Turner with the Kilsyth Cobras' 10th long-range bomb of the game. And they retake the lead with a quick 6 points there for the Cobras. Dexter Kernich Drew. Barker. All of a sudden there's 7 remaining. Barker will pull up. A little strong, but Biandolo just keeps it in the halfway line. Geez, Wern just pushed off on Kernich Drew. He's fired up as well.
The ref put his whistle in his mouth, wanting to call a tech foul, and I think that's the first time he's blown his whistle today, so it would have been a good value for him to get a 2-for-1 special.
He's headed to the bench now, Michael Wern. Peter Hawley coming back in. Here's Biandolo, a fresh 14 for Dandenong. They trail by 1. Sam Froling will fire. And Smith-Milner corrals the rebound for Kilsyth. Here's Peter Hawley now. Froling switches onto him. So Peter Hooley will back it out now. Barker comes with the switch. Turner fighting his way in. Puts up the floater, no good. Froling with the board. She's cross court to Dexter Kernich-Drew. Inside to Josh Oswald. Good ball movement from the Rangers. Back out to Barker for three. No good. So now Peter Hooley. Couple of fruitless trips up the court for both teams. McDonald for three. Another one for Kilsyth.
Well, someone get the scouting report to Dandenong and get them off the three-point line because they're on fire at the moment. 11 of 20 now from the three-point land.
Whew. Too long in the key by the looks on Josh Oswald. So Kilsyth ball. 6th turnover of the game for Dandenong. Just camping in there on Isaac Turner. Begging for the ball to be delivered down low to that mismatch. Too late though. Peter Hooley now inside. Tries to finish over the top of Sam Froling. Not happening as those two get tangled up. Hooley helps him up. So possession arrow pointing the way of the Cobras.
Nice initial defense by Sam, but Peter Hooley staying with the play, ripping the ball off the young fella and said, "That's all right, I'll pick you up, mate. But I wanted that ball just a little bit more than you."
So the youngsters just cleaning up the floor before we get set to get back underway here. Peter Hooley the inbound. Out to McDonald for three. Nearly another one for Kilsyth. It's fallen into the arms of Hooley, who misses on the tip in. So Dandenong will keep it now. Nice work from Declan Sukup to keep it back into Froling. Here is Froling. Barker. Over to Kernich-Drew. Now to Sukup in the corner. That one goes for Declan Sukup. Cuts the ball game to a 1-point margin. Kilsyth a chance to respond. Smith-Milner for three. Another one for Kilsyth. It's a shootout at the moment. Kernich-Drew. Dandenong a chance to respond, and Smith-Milner has hit the floor. Charging call. Sam Froling doesn't look like he agrees with the call.
I think that was a pretty clear-cut call, and Sam tried to rip through early with the left, and it wasn't. Good thing I'm not a ref. That's what I'm saying. That would have been a tough call to go either way. You could see it going either way, but I would have teched myself for flopping.
And once again, the youngsters just cleaning us up here, so bit of a break in play. 4 points the margin, the Cobras lead. They're 12 of 22 from beyond the arc now, 55%. Lethal from downtown at the moment are the home side. Smith-Milner, the game's leading scorer with 18. 18 points, 6 boards and 3 assists. Meanwhile for Dandenong, Dexter Kernich-Drew continues to pace the visitors with 16. 4 assists as well to go along with it. As Hooley will get us back underway here. Both teams short-handed in this one. Only 7 available players for both teams. Hooley trying to give it inside to Smith-Milner. It's come off the foot of the Rangers defender. How about that? It's come off the rafters.
Pete Hooley thought he was Steph Curry there for a second. Forgot that the roof was a little bit and come down. Smacked a few people in the head.
Tim Lang's lucky he didn't cop a falcon there. Out to Turner. Ursic comes with the screen. Smith-Milner. Now to Hooley in the corner. Another one for Kilsyth.
Well, this is what we were expecting from the Dandenong women. Short-handed. Thought they need to shoot well. Kilsyth in the men's game, they're the ones short-handed and just filling it up from outside at the moment. now 13 of 23. And they're not tough shots. They're all wide open shots.
As Kilsyth tries to fire back. All we're calling at the moment is three-pointers. Becoming a broken record here at Kilsyth as Hooley. Now McDonald. Turner for three. Here we go. Another one. My goodness.
And a good timeout by DP. He sensed that momentum is, well, it's out to a 10-point lead now, and it's been off the back of just made threes. Dexter Kilsyth had a wide open shot and down the other end and hits the front of the iron. Kilsyth come down the other end, wide open shot and knock down another one. 14 of 24 at 58%. They're 54% from the field, 50% from two, 58% from three, and 50% from the free throw line. So consistency is the key with Kilsyth at the moment across the board, but a nice little 9-0 scoring run right now.
Shooting better from three than at the free throw line. On 24 attempts as well from long range, Darren Perry clearly with some things to address with his Dandenong team. They trail by 10 here, largest lead of the game.
I'd expect them to change their defense up now. They've been stuck in that zone. Come out, give them a different look, because Kilsyth they look comfortable out there. They don't look like anything's phasing them. They're getting wide open shots, and so they need a little bit of change. And I tell you what, the two young kids that are missing from Dandenong, Robertson and Lepepe, really make a difference to this team and off to start their college careers. Robertson at Eastern Washington, Lepepe at Loyola Marymount University, and we wish them both the best of luck and as they start off their collegiate journey.
So Tim Lang now off to Lucas Barker. Hands it back down low to Lang. Jeez, nice block attempt from Ersic. He has been assessed with a foul call though.
And a nice roll by Tim Lang. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And I feel that was a little bit lucky how he got that one to go. So good work by Tim Lang. Good work. Nice play coming out of the timeout by Dandenong.
And Lang converts on the last free throw. Brings the margin back to 7 points here. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Can the Rangers cut the lead back? Turner pulls up from the baseline and it drops. Isaac Turner is on in this third period. Leading scorer now, along with Towie Smith-Milner with 18 points. Lang over to Kilsyth. Hooley comes with the steal, comes off the referee, hands it off to Smith-Milner, who slams it home for Kilsyth. Good defense from the Cobras, results in easy offense. Extends the margin to 11 points. Barker trying to respond for Dandenong, no good on the lay-in. Tim Lang crashing the boards, it falls out to Ersic. McDonald now, over to Hooley. He'll fire! Peter Hooley, no good on the three. So now Barker the other way for Dandenong. It's up and down at the moment. Barker trying to get around McDonald. Out to Tim Lang, the big man for three, and nearly rattled home. So Turner will give us a break here as he just settles it down. 2 minutes to go in the third. Hooley and Sukup get tangled up. As we see that steal that came off the referee's chest.
Good defense, but a bit lucky to come off the referee and ignited the fast break, and Smith-Milner throws it down.
Ersic nearly another three-pointer. And Turner's going to be called for the foul here on Froling. Second personal for Turner. It's been hot in this third period. A number of three-pointers. Sukup over to Barker. A minute and a half to go here in the third. The Rangers need a bucket to steady them here. Kilsyth out to an 11-point margin rather. Barker fighting his way in. He's drawn the foul on the Cobras.
And Kilsyth are really the ones that put the foot down defensively now and getting the stops that they've wanted. And Yes, it helps that you're nailing threes down the other end, but really close down avenues of Dandenong getting to the rim.
Koenig-Strew into Sukup. Koenig-Strew cutting baseline. Froling as well. Here's Biandolo getting around Turner. Puts up the floater. Draws the foul in the process. So he'll go to the line for two. Looks like he thought he should have converted the and one. Chance to steady the ship for the Rangers as Isaac Turner now will check out. Michael Wern coming back in as well for Kilsyth. First one drops for Juice and Biandolo. Up to 3 points now in the ball game as he goes 2-2. Takes the margin back to single digits for the Rangers. Here's Ersic. Over to Hawley. McDonald. Von Hoff with a screen. Working on Froling. Back out to Wern. Couple of jab steps. The three ball no good. Walker now. Fouled from behind by Ersic.
And a bad foul at that sends them to the line. When you got a team on the ropes and struggling to score, the last thing you want to do is put them on the free throw line, especially making a play at half court when you really didn't have a chance of causing a turnover there. Just gives them easy points at the line, and Barker, well, I was about to say, usually a pretty confident free throw shooter, misses on the first.
Interesting routine as well, holding the ball all the way down as he gets the second one to go.
Mate, everyone's got different routines. It's what works for you, and if it works majority of the time, I mean, you look at across the board, people have unorthodox shooting styles, but if it works for them, take Shane Hill, for example, then, you know, you roll with it.
The miss there on the lane from Biandolo. Now Kilsyth the other way. Over to Hawley. Nice passing from Kilsyth. Von Hoff for three. Three ball number 15 now for the Cobras. Takes the margin back out to 11. Sukup with the answer for Dandenong.
And he's been solid in his minutes today. He's been really good. And good on you, Declan. He's been around for a while now and taking his opportunities tonight.
Pass inside from McDonald. Trying to find Ersic cutting. Out of bounds. So it's going to be Rangers' ball. Last touched by the Cobras. So 5.7 seconds remaining here on the clock. Rangers with a chance to take the margin back from 8 points. Here's Barker. Not a lot of time to work with. All the way in. Turns it over to Von Hoff, so that'll do it at the end of three. The Kilsyth Cobras with a red-hot third period. A barrage of three-pointers. They lead this one by 8 points, 74-66. Rangers with a bit to think about, but very much in touching distance, only 8 points behind. How do you think Coach Darren Perry would be feeling after that third period?
I think he'd be frustrated with how many threes that Kilsyth were able to knock down. That being said, only 8 points down. It's not that much in basketball, and I said that one of the teams had to shore up their defense. Kilsyth did that in the second half, the third quarter, and knocked down their shots, but I'd expect DP to have a plan and maybe junk it up a little bit here in the fourth and give them different looks and keep Kilsyth guessing for the fourth quarter. And I just want to give a shout out to my man Cam Rigby. He's started up a little program called Prime Athletes, and look at him on his socials. But we've known that Australian basketball is on the rise, and the biggest difference between the Australian players and the international players is the physicality of it and the physique and all that. And what Cam's doing, he's got the first in-house athlete development. It's one of the first here in Australia, and works out of Dandenong, and they're working on skills and a whole bunch of other things as well. And maybe look up Cam Rigby, former NBL player, played in the Seabull for a long time, played around Australia for a long time. Great guy, and just trying to help the future athletes of Australia get to their prime so they can perform on the world stage.
Absolutely. Cam Rigby is the name. As we're set for the fourth period here. 5th versus 6th on the NBL1 table. Finals ramifications here for both teams. Cobras with the upper hand at the moment, leading by 8. Sukup to start us off here in the last. Hands it off to Barker. Sam Froling now. It's working on Towie Smith-Milner. Spins. Scoops up and in, no good. Smith-Milner now the other way. Over to Von Hoff. Posting up now is Smith-Milner. Barker hovering around for the double. She's cross court to Isaac Turner. 9 remaining on the shot clock. Crossing, driving, spinning. Isaac Turner, nice finish.
Really nice play by Turner. He just crossed him over, got to his spot. Nice off the backboard.
Bianzolo now hands it off to Koenig-Drew. Layup attempt, no good. Froling with the second go. The offensive rebound is good the second time. Froling up to 14 now in the game. And yet another offensive rebound for him.
That was great, and what they need to do is start getting Dexter some shots and some looks to get going. And I think the referee just said, I'm not going to call the foul, but I'll give you the ball back there, because if you weren't going to call the foul, it was definitely out by Turner, I feel.
Yes. No question. So Michael Wern, 8 on the shot clock. He's got Froling defending him. Drives left, out to Smith-Milner for 3 in the corner. Smith-Milner up to 23 in the ball game. Takes the margin back to 11 now.
Well,
Froling.
Poor by Brian Diolo. You know that you don't come off the ball side corner, and that's exactly what he did. And I mean, they're knocking down threes. You've got to stay attached to the three-point shooters, and Smith-Milner's knocked down a couple tonight now. So why would you leave him, especially on the ball side? Has he been subbed out now by Tim Lang? Obviously, to be told that.
So Froling just moments ago doing his best to stay in court, but ran out of real estate in the end. So Kilsyth ball. 8 minutes to go in this game. Here's McDonald. They're up to 16 three-pointers now, Kilsyth. Turner, another three-point attempt. That one doesn't yield the same result. Here's Froling in a world of space. Sam Froling, no good. So Wern pulls it down for Kilsyth. Michael Wern just waiting for reinforcements to arrive. Von Hoff back to Turner, who gets around Froling. He's been assessed with a foul to stay with the Cobras. Peter Hooley now checking back in for Wern.
It's a nice position to be in if you can bring Peter Hooley off the bench, and he's played some great minutes today, and obviously he's maybe a little bit injured and not 100%, but he's been quality for Melbourne United the last couple of years, and he's a good heads-up player.
Tim Lang coming back into the ball game. Here's Sukup. Out to Koenig-Drew for 3. There we go. Koenig-Drew with another three-pointer. Up to 19 now. And that cuts the margin for Dandenong back to 8 points. Home crowd trying to get behind their team. Von Hoff will fire. Just rolls out in the end. Sam Froling corrals it for the visitors. Gives it back to Froling. Nearly loses the handle. Trying to give it over to Koenig-Drew. Ahead to Isaac Turner. Nice pass, and Turner takes care of business on the fast break. Turner just retakes control for Kilsyth with that bucket.
DP very animated. He's very upset. And
missed opportunity as well, as Lang will fire now from the top. Air ball. all of a sudden, Dandenong struggling over the last couple of possessions. Smith-Milner back to Hooley. Gets around a couple of defenders. Tough lay-in attempt. Wanted the foul call. Dexter Koenig's true. Can they respond? Dandenong. Froling. That one drops home for the Rangers. Timeout on the floor. Back to single digits, the margin. But clearly a bit to talk about over there for the Rangers.
Look, they're still not in a bad position. It's the same position they were in at three-quarter time, down 8 points. But you just feel like their defense has cranked up a little bit. They've had a few missed opportunities on the offensive end that they'd like to take back. But overall, you're pretty strong right now in the Dandenong huddle and saying, look, boys, we've got 6 minutes to go. We haven't played our best game to date. They've knocked down a load of threes. We've just stick the course right now, and we can get this done. If you're Kilsyth, you just want to move the ball around again to try and get the wide open shots. The last couple been forced shots, ill-advised shots, and they've come up empty.
16 of 30 now from 3 are the Cobras. Sam Froling as well, influential for Dandenong over the last couple of minutes. He's up to 16 points and 9 rebounds. And Towie Smith-Milner and Isaac Turner are pacing the Cobras with 23 and 22 points respectively. Six minutes to go in this one. Kilsyth lead by 8.
Now 1-3-1 shown by Dandenong here coming out of the timeout. Sometimes as a coach you diagram a play for the man-to-man, switch it over to a zone, and they get the stop that they wanted.
Turner's three-point attempt, no good on that occasion. And there's that corner 3 as well from Turner with the 1-3-1. Here's Barker over to Sukup. Inside to Tim Lang. Runs into the brick wall of Smith-Milner. Sukup for 3, no good. And McDonald keeps it in. Jeez, Towie Smith-Milner looks like he's in a bit of pain. Once again, clutching that knee by the looks. Looks like he's set to stay in the ball game, so once again, the toughness from the Kiwi.
It's clutching at the calf. It's not so much his knee, it's his, I think it's his calf. And if you've ever pulled your calf before, they're very tender. And the smallest movements can make it feel really painful.
Turner down to Smith-Milner. Cross court to Peter Hooley. 8 on the shot clock. Hooley hands it out to McDonald. Shot clock winding down. Smith-Milner will fire for 3 in the corner. The crowd loves it. Smith-Milner cannot be stopped at the moment. Up to 26 in the game. And that's a big bucket in the context of this game as well. Out to 11 points with 4.5 minutes remaining.
If I'm going to have a go at Bayandolo, then I'm going to have a go at Oswald as well. Exact same thing happened. Came off the corner, ball side corner, and turnover now for Dandenong.
And by way of Josh Oswald as well. So Kilsyth in the box seat at the moment. McDonald running the point for the Cobras. Hands it off to Turner. Ursic with the screen for Hooley. Here is Isaac Turner. Steps back. Back out to McDonald. That's a deep 3 from Hooley. No good, but it's a long rebound out for the Cobras. Turner again. They are firing away from long range, to say the least. Barker driving on Ursic. He's drawn the foul. So Lachlan Barker will go to the line for 2.
And a nice play by Lucas Barker. Got his shoulders in front of Ursic and created the contact. And Ursic didn't do a whole lot wrong, but we do know that Barker likes to say a few words as well. He gets a little bit chippy at times, and I'm pretty sure he said a few words to Ursich on the way through as well.
Nice steadier for the Rangers by way of Lucas Barker. They trail by 11. 4 minutes to go here. If they're going to make a run, they need to do it soon. Smith Milner up to 26 in the ball game. Hitting a 3-ball just moments after clutching his calf after a bit of contact down here in the corner.
How do you assess Kilsyth's season to date?
It's been up and down, hasn't it, to say the least. I mean, this is a team that a lot of people picked as favourites probably to win the title. At one point went on, I think, a 5-game losing streak. I mean, they've had some injuries, so it's not, there's some mitigating factors there, if you like. But, I mean, how have you seen it, though? It's probably been a little bit disappointing from Kilsyth's perspective.
Well, it all depends on who's healthy come finals. And I've said that this is wide open, and them getting thrashed from pillar to post by Frankston last week might have been the wake-up call that they needed going into this weekend to say, all right, if we're going to make some noise come finals, we've got to do a few things differently. And from the team that we saw last week to the team that we're seeing here tonight, there's been a big change. And whether that's the Jekyll and Hyde of Kilsyth, I don't know, but I mean, a few of the guys would love seeing the ball drop through the bottom of the net tonight the way that it has.
It does look really wide open, the NBL1, as McDonald turns it over to Barker. Hands it off to Biandolo for the finish. Wanted the foul. It is so wide open, the NBL1, that despite the regular season being somewhat disappointing for Kilsyth, well and truly in a good spot to make a run at the title. And you won't be talking about regular seasons if that's the case. 3.5 to go here. 7-point margin. Hawley working inside, out to Turner. 4 on the shot clock. McDonald, now he goes, drives left and finishes. Nice work from McDonald. Looked like originally he didn't recognise as Biandolo comes in for 2.
Nice screen and nice play by Barker. Biandolo getting on the rim.
Isaac Turner. Dandenong hanging around here. 7-point margin. Turner driving left. He's lost the handle. It's going to stay with the Cobras. And Koenig-Strue pleading his case.
And I think they should too.
It looked like it from here, yeah.
I think he just lost the ball going up. Well, that's 2 that Kilsyth have got back of poor decisions, but I'd say what was even poorer is just letting him drive to the basket in an open lane.
So Turner draws the foul on Biandolo. Trying to reach in. 3rd team foul for the Rangers. McDonald. Kilsyth with a fresh 14. Here's Von Hoff. Over to Wern. Shot clock winding down now. Michael Wern. McDonald gets around Koenig-Strue. Inside to Smith Milner for the slam.
Well, his calf looks all right now because he got up there.
What a game from him this evening. Up to 28 now. So to stay with the Rangers, they trail this one by 9. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Biandolo to inbound for Dandenong. Into Lucas Barker. Koenig-Strue into Froling, who loses the handle. He's drawn the foul, though. So he'll take a trip to the charity stripe.
And really nice play by Dandenong, coming out of the side ball, and Dexter, tight curl. You have to honour him as a shooter so the big stands out, and Sam with a nice rollout to get to the hoop.
Crowd getting vocal here at Kilsyth as Froling goes 2 of 2 to take his total at 18. Michael Wern. Rangers pressing up. Froling doing his best. Geez, and they've come up with the ball. The Rangers weren't trying to find Von Hoff on the baseline.
And a three-pointer here makes things interesting all of a sudden. Lead only at 7 at the moment with 2 minutes to go. Big possession here by Dandenong.
7 points the margin. Koenig-Strew for 3. Dexter Koenig-Strew, that's a big bucket for Dandenong. Back to 4 points. The Rangers are coming. Timeout on the floor. In fact, what's the referee said here? No timeouts left. Bit of confusion. So we do, in fact, have a timeout here. A big bucket from Dexter Koenig-Strew.
And I can't understand why they haven't gone to him more in the second half. He was the guy that came out full of confidence, knocked down some massive shots in the first half. And then we really haven't seen a whole lot of him. He's probably got about 2 or 3 looks that I can remember. But he's a guy that, you know, he doesn't need a whole lot of space. He's got a good elevation on his shot. He's got a beautiful looking stroke as well. And I mean, he's leading this Dandenong team right now offensively. They need to make sure that ball's in his hands down the stretch here for the next 2 minutes.
Up to 22 in the game, Dexter Koenig-Strew. And for most of this fourth period, the Cobras have led by around 10 points, but the Rangers now cut it to within 4. And momentum sits with the visitors. The Kilsyth crowd doing their best to get behind their Cobras. Another big crowd in here tonight at Kilsyth Basketball Stadium. Great to see for your NBL1 Game of the Week. Kilsyth ball. Peter Hawley will inbound. McDonald. Over to Ursic. McDonald gets around his defender, tries to give it off to Smith-Milner. There's a foul first, though.
There's still going to be side ball. That's only the 4th team foul on Dandenong, but really poor defense at the top and straight line drives again, killing Dandenong.
So another 14 seconds for Kilsyth to work with. 1:47 remaining. Big possession coming up. McDonald finds his way in and gets it to go. Biandolo hit the floor and Sean McDonald took advantage. Dandenong need a response. Froling at the top, tries to give it inside. Smith-Milner assessed with the foul.
Well, the one thing that Kilsyth's done down the other end, they've identified who the weak link is on defense in Biandolo, and they are attacking him at every opportunity that they've got.
6-point margin. Biandolo inbounding into Dexter Koenig-Strew, wide open. No good on the 3-point attempt. So it's going to stay with the Rangers.
And 14 fouls for both teams now. Any foul will result in 2 shots from here on out.
So once again, the Rangers. Dexter Koenig-Strew from the baseline, no good. It's fallen out into the hands of Lucas Barker, who hands it over to Sam Froling for the slam.
Wham, bam, thank you, Sam.
The Rangers continue to come as turnover. Dandenong. They've chucked it out of bounds. Kilsyth. I love it, Wertho. Sam Froling coming up with a slam. We're in for a big finish.
And Dandenong's really changed the momentum of this game with this full court pressure that they've put on. They've caused a couple turnovers now.
So Barker now. Crowd calling defense. Here's Froling for 3 in the corner. No good. Turner comes up with it. He's off to the races. Gets around Barker and he's drawn the foul, in fact, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Ill-advised foul.
Well, it's a ill-advised shot and ill-advised foul by Dandenong, and just a bit of a rush of blood from Sam. And I think Sam's going to be a hell of a player. he's going to have a hell of a career. And I think the thing that will get him to the NBA one day is being able to knock down that three-point shot consistently, as we've seen. Turner missed the first, but he's definitely got a lot of talent, but his development of his game and his shot at Illawarra over the next couple of years are going to be the big deciding factor whether he plays NBA or not.
Turner takes care of business. Splits a pair as Tim Lang inside, can't finish. Biandolo another attempt. Turner pulls it down for Kilsyth. Dandenong, a missed opportunity there. Now the Cobras, McDonald ahead. Hooley, 43 seconds on the clock. Shot clock winding down. Kilsyth with the 5-point lead. Turner crosses up, Barker pulls up from the elbow. No good. So now the Rangers, 30 seconds on the clock. They need a bucket, but they've turned it over to McDonald. That is costly. And now a foul. Koenig-Strue can't believe it, but the call will of course stand. So Kilsyth well and truly in the box seat.
And I think he has probably a reason. I'm not sure there was a foul there, but Dandenong will kick themselves for the poor decision-making down the stretch here. Bad shot, turnovers. I think Smith-Milner might have got away with a goaltending down the in between those possessions, but credit Kilsyth and what they've been able to do. They're up 5 with 22 to go, and McDonald misses another free throw. That leaves the door ever so slightly ajar.
And the Cobras this evening are 5 of 10 from the free throw line as we have a timeout. 6 points is the margin. Unlikely but not impossible for Dandenong. They'll need a three-pointer, you'd think.
And quickly, and you know it's got to go to Dexter. You've got to get him a clean shot, and now we get to see what DP has in his bag of tricks of how to get his best three-point shooter a shot straight away. And once that happens, you look to get a trap and hope that they turn the ball over, and if they get the pass off, then you look to foul after that.
Well, we saw Sam Froling in this situation against Mali in the World Cup, hitting that game winner from 3 with Darren Perry on the whiteboard as well. Unfortunately, no good just moments ago, though, from beyond the arc for Froling as well. Chicken dance going on in the crowd at the moment. The youngsters getting into it. As we're set to go. 22 on the clock. Rangers need a 3-ball. Lang, Barker, Froling, Biandola, and indeed Dexter Koenig-Strue are the 5 for the Rangers.
And I like that they've got Peter Hooley on Sam Froling, which means they'll probably switch out at the top.
Into Froling, hands it off to Barker. Ursic defending him. Barker will pull up. Just a little strong, and Smith-Milner pulls down the defensive board. Out to Hooley, who's fouled. So 11.7 remaining. That'll just about do it if Hooley takes care of business at the line. And a few smiles over there from the Cobras players.
And they should be smiling after last week, and they couldn't hit the side of the barn and come out this week. And this is what this team is capable of doing. They're capable of putting points on the board. And, you know, it's good to have some momentum going into finals. And we know you look at Ballarat, who's resting majority of their starters tonight and currently losing to Melbourne. Sometimes that sort of stuff, flirting with form, hurts you as well. So, well done, Cobras. Good win, or good double for them tonight. And it was an exciting game of basketball where they shot the absolute lights out of it.
Really was. Final score reads 94-86. The Cobras, as you said, with a electric display from long range. 17 of 34 from 3. 50%, 52% from the field. Meanwhile, the Rangers going at 43%. They stayed with the Cobras throughout and got within 4 points at one stage in the last period, but just down the stretch had some missed opportunities, didn't they?
Absolutely, and I think if Dandenong go back and watch the film, missed layups, poor defense, you'll tick them all off the list and say, we only lost by 8 points in the end, but we probably left about 16 to 20 on the board that we should have knocked down. So, but all full credit goes to Kilsyth. More about what they did, not what Dandenong didn't do, and Smith Milner led the charge tonight.
He sure did, with 28 points to his name for Towie Smith Milner. 9 rebounds as well. Dexter Kearney-Strew had 22. Sam Froling was impressive with a double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds for him. Isaac Turner with 23 as well. Well, the Cobras get the job done here. It was 5th versus 6th here on the NBL1 table before the game. And with that one, the Cobras will solidify 5th position and give themselves a chance at the top 4, pending results going their way. Well, that's all we've got time for here at Kilsyth Basketball Stadium. The Cobras and the Rangers. The Cobras getting the job done. My name's Liam Ellison. I've been joined this evening by Mark Worthington. Mark, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, mate. Kilsyth were just absolutely dominant in both games, and the men shot the lights out, the women shot the lights out. If you're a Cobras fan, you're excited going into the finals.
Absolutely. The home fans given a treat this evening. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time for your NBL1 Game of the Week.